Hello everyone. It's Mia. She's been in this little bunny outfit for a little while, so I thought it was time to change her into some pajamas. Some nice, warm, fluffy pajamas. And I was going to do her hair and I left the hair stuff on the shelf. Oh well. I was going to attempt the tag that Kellie started, Kellie Girl. The one about being disciplined when it comes to our playtime for our babies. I think I'm a little bit different to a lot of you girls. I don't really have routines, so to speak. I don't think I'm really disciplined in anything, really. I kind of just do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. My life is kind of chaotic and hectic. The only routines I do have is ones that happen every day. So getting the kids up and ready for school every morning, getting myself ready for work. That's probably it. I don't really have a lot of time to do much else. If you've seen one of my other videos that I did a tag on, I have 4 kids and I have them solely by myself. And their ages range, like the twins are 13 and the youngest is 5. So our days can be quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Unorganized, hectic. I don't really have a structure for my household. I would love to, but that's just not how it works out for me. Because I've found that whenever I plan anything, it never goes to plan. So I've sort of stopped planning things and just I just sort of deal with things as they come. So it's probably not the best way for me to do things, but it's the best way for me right now at this moment. I would love to be more organised and disciplined, I suppose, when it comes to everything in my life, but it's just not the way it works out, unfortunately. My day pretty much consists, like through the week, my days consist of getting up, getting the kids ready. When I get up in the mornings, I make the lunches, and while I'm making lunches, I'm having my first cup of coffee or tea, whatever I feel like. And I also watch videos on my iPad. Sitting at the kitchen table, having my coffee. So that's kind of me time. That kind of happens on a daily basis. So I'm usually up before the kids. I'm a morning person, so I love getting up early in the morning, even in the winter. I really don't mind getting up early. I can't sleep in. I never could. I don't know, it's just me. I just can't lay in bed for too long. I'm usually up 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock is a sleep in for me. So I'm usually up having my coffee, watching videos. So that's my time to watch YouTube videos. And when the kids get up, that's when my day starts. Pretty much. So when the first one wanders out, which is usually the youngest, I help him get ready, make sure he's got lunch in his bag, you know, making sure he's all dressed. With it being winter now, I kind of help the two younger ones get ready because it's just really cold, and it's just easier and quicker if I help them. So yeah, sometimes I dress my little boy just because it's quicker. Doesn't take quite so long, so he gets warm quicker. And then, yeah, just making sure that everything's running smoothly for school. And then we're usually out the door by 7 o'clock, 7:30 at the latest in the morning. I drop the kids off at my mum's and I head off to work. I start work at 8 o'clock in the mornings. And I might just leave this hat on her, I think. Yeah, so I start work at 8 o'clock in the morning. And so the kids usually get on the bus at 8 o'clock as well. So there's not a lot of room for doing anything else in the mornings, really. Even though I'm up really early, the kids aren't. Now that it's cold, I will let them sleep in until 6:30, but then it's kind of a mad rush to get everything done before 7:30 at the latest. I get home at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So the kids are at my mum's after school because they get home about 3:30. So they're there for another hour and a half before I get home. And I'll pick them up from my mum's house. And by the time we get home, they're all starving. So they're all yelling out for dinner. And it can be quite overwhelming for me. I don't really like afternoons and nights. I really don't. I love mornings. Even though some mornings I could just pull my hair out because there's always something. Someone's missing a shoe, or they don't have their socks on, or someone forgot their lunch and I have to go back home and get it. Or, there's usually something, but I still love the mornings better. Afternoons aren't too bad, but by the time I've cooked dinner, it's about 6 o'clock. And sometimes while I'm cooking too, I will watch videos as well, or catch up on some TV shows that I can watch on my iPad. And so I do that. And yeah, once dinner's done, they've had a bath and sit down to dinner, and then we do a little bit of homework if they have any. Sometimes with the little ones, we can generally get, if I can sit down with one of the little ones for half an hour, I can generally get a week's worth of homework done in one night. But that doesn't always happen either. And sometimes they don't tell me things until the morning at the last minute when we're nearly heading out the door. Oh, it's my show and tell day. What can I take? Or, something like that. there's always something. But that's my chaotic life, I guess. It's not easy, and it doesn't run smoothly. So when it comes to my dolls, I need to know that I have the time and the quiet. I need quiet because the rest of my days are that noisy, chaotic mess that when I play with my dolls, that sounds funny, but when I spend time with my dolls, I need it to be quiet and relaxing time. So if the kids are home, I usually like to spend time with them mostly, but if they are home and I want to do something with the dolls, I will make sure they're busy doing something else before I spend time with the dolls. Or they're in here with me, playing with their own stuff or playing with one of my dolls. So I'm not disciplined at all when it comes to my dolls. My days are that messed up that I think if I had a set time to do anything with my dolls, it just wouldn't work. I'd never get time with them. So, yeah, I'm really not disciplined with anything. It just doesn't work for me. I'm kind of solely responsible for 5 people. And that's a lot on my shoulders. And working as well. It's just a lot of hard work. Some days will just breeze by, without too much hassle, or it's more the fact that I can handle it. Some days I could handle anything, and then other days just any niggly little thing really bugs me. So yeah, it depends on the day, it depends on me, it depends on what else is going on in my life. But when it comes to the dolls, sometimes at night, I will crave to hold one of them. And it's a feeling that, I really want to hold one of my babies. And I'll just want to go and grab one. And I do still have one or two. I have my Malloy babies up in the house. And I recently took some Mia up there because she's so little. And she's just, I put her in a preemie size suit. And she's just so cuddly. And I've been snuggling with her lately. At night time, while I'm watching videos or doing homework with the kids, I'll just hold her or, whatever. Which is what I did over the weekend. I didn't actually come down here over the weekend. I was too busy. I did a lot of baking over the weekend. And cooking. And cleaning. But honestly, I don't make sure my house is clean before I do anything else. Honestly. I'm not a clean freak. Or a neat freak. But when my house is a mess, which is 99% of the time, because of the kids, some days I'll just go behind them, pick up, and everything's fine. It's neat and tidy. And I do feel better. And then other days I just look at it and I think, oh my God, I just can't handle that right now. And I walk away. I just can't handle it. And that's probably more of what I do, actually. It's mostly the lounge room that gets like that because I don't go out there. I only have one lounge room. But most of my time is spent in the kitchen or in my bedroom. So the lounge room, I don't go out there through the week. Very, very rarely I'll go out there through the week. So the kids just pretty much trash it through the week. And then Friday afternoon is usually when I'll clean it ready for the weekend. And then if they've messed it up over the weekend, I'll clean it again Sunday before the start of the new week. But usually the rest of the house is kept clean. It's just that one room. And my dogs mess up outside. Because they're pups, they're still chewing things up. The kids have a table tennis outside. And and the dogs chewed up their bats. My little dog, he jumps up on the table and gets things off the table. We think, oh yeah, it's safe, it's on the table, but no, it's not safe. He jumps up and gets anything and everything, and they just chew them up. Shoes, cardboard boxes that the kids were playing in outside. I told them to put them in the bin, but they didn't, and I just noticed before that they're all pulled apart. So it's kind of never ending. There's always something to do. And with my cleaning, I don't have a routine for cleaning. I just do things as I see them usually. And sometimes I can be watching a TV show, and I'll just look at something and think, oh, I'll just get up and do that. So I'll just pause the TV, because most of my shows I record them anyway. I'll just pause it and go off and do whatever, and then come back to it. Or if it's something out in the lounge room, I will do it while I'm watching the TV show. Or I'll just put music on and do it. So yeah, no, I'm not disciplined at all. When it comes to cleaning the house, yeah, like I said, I'm responsible for, 5 people. So I clean up 5 people's lot of mess. And I've tried to get them to clean up after themselves. They do a little bit, to a certain extent. But my elders, believe it or not, are the worst. Go figure. They just, with their clothing, I'll do the washing. Put the clean clothes in their room. Now, I always used to put their clothes away into drawers, but as they got older, I just figured, you know what, you're old enough to do it yourself. And that more or less started when the twins wanted their own clothes. So for many, many years, they just shed clothes, and I'd just put it in the cupboard and be done with it. I'd put it away. But when they started saying, well, I don't want to share clothes anymore, I want my own clothes. So that's when I started saying, okay, fine, I'll do the washing. You sorted out whose is whose, because I don't know whose is whose. And you can put it away. And that's when it started, just clothes being left wherever. And then one of my boys, one of the twins, they actually put all the clean, they'll just pick up the clean clothes and put it back in the basket and put it back in the laundry. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that. I'm not rewashing clean clothes. So anyway, that's my hectic life. I don't get much time to do much of anything, really. I did come down here this afternoon because it's, I had an early day, so, yeah, I thought I'd come down and do that tag so I can upload it when I go to town. And I have rambled on for 20 minutes. So I will shut up now, and I don't know whether I answered the question. 20 minutes of talking, and I don't really think I answered the question. Long story short, no, I'm not disciplined at all. I just do whatever, whenever. That's pretty much me. I just go with the flow. Whatever's happening at the time, I deal with it. And, yeah, I just do whatever. So, yeah. I better go before this hits 20 minutes. See you guys later. Bye.